warmed up a little bit now. Yeah, this next poem, recently there was a programme on the BBC called BBC Slam Poets 2004, and this was a poem that I did there. I didn't win. I think the remedy for that slam that particular night was comedy, and this is a kind of a more of a hard-hitting political verse.
Just wait a minute, can I ask you something? I don't know what slam is. I don't know
Okay,
what slam
slam. Oh yeah, good question.
Is it like Eminem?
I'm not going to tell you. No. Okay, I was going to introduce what slam is later on when we've got slam poem, but very good question. What slam is basically, it's poetry readings that you don't fall asleep to. There's no real books in sight, it's all live literature, you get 3 minutes, there's people from the audience judge you. It's a very sort of pub, drunken affair, it's kind of bringing poetry to new audiences really, that's what slam is. No, you've stolen me like line Lincoln or whatever. No, it's okay, it's cool. Okay, yeah, so slam, BBC Slam Poets, there was 8 poets picked from around the UK. There was John Cooper Clarke, who was a judge, who was completely drunk and kind of didn't hear any of the poetry and just mumbled and held up a 9 or something like that. And a few other people. It was a great occasion. They did makeup on me for the first time ever in my life. I had to wear makeup, it's a bit weird. Yeah, this is a poem. It's about being brought up in a dual heritage environment. Now, the reason I use the word dual heritage is because words drift in and out of fashion, and the term mixed race is kind of becoming unfashionable. And I'll very quickly tell you why. The word race itself, and this is part of my job as a poet, I battle with words and the usage of. There's 3 words that are on my hit list at the minute: black, white, and race. First of all, we'll deal with race. Race as a concept doesn't really exist. We invented it as Europeans to subjugate an African population. We said that they were genetically different. But the word has become entrenched in our everyday language. Race equality, racism. No one is of a different race. We're all of the same human race. But the term, you know, we need to kind of look at different ways of dealing with this notion. So I define myself as dual heritage. My mum's from England. She's from Newcastle. White as white could be. And my dad's from Jamaica, but he's not African, he's Indo-Caribbean. And the next poem tells you about this. But this is about being brought up in that environment. A lot of writers write romantically about the coffee and cream experience and the blending of the exotic other and how great it is. But this one's a little more grounded in reality. It goes like this.